Welcome to Hard Traveling Geeks, a Traveler 5 actual play podcast presented by Geek at Arms. This is Season 1, The Brothers of Farbauti.
Let's have a little bit of a flashback first to the events on the Armed Poet while you were all on the research station, because I'm sure you're all curious about that. I don't often offer an omniscient perspective in an RPG, but I think it's warranted here. Migrant had complained of a severe headache as you descended back to the surface. Kevin examined him and diagnosed him with a migraine, advising him to stay behind on the ship while the rest of you investigated the station. Jace programmed the autopilot to hold station long enough for all of you to rappel down to the landing platform, which was too flimsy to support an entire starship, even a relatively small one like the Poet. Once you were all down, the autopilot settled the ship in the ocean nearby, where it was to remain afloat until Migrant activated the autopilot again to bring it back. A few minutes after you had all disembarked, Migrant found his headache fading. Thinking that he should join you after all, he made his way from his bunk to the bridge. The autopilot program was primed and ready to execute. His hand hovered over the any key, then abruptly moved to hit escape instead. Even though Migrant has never flown a starship before, he sat down in the pilot's chair and called up the manual flight controls. He fully intended to fly back up to the research station. He really wanted to send a comm to you. He was certain that he was about to join you. Except he didn't. He turned the ship's nose to the north, and he started scanning the comm frequencies for a signal that he couldn't possibly know was there. The research station shrank into the distance behind him. He found the encrypted signal and entered the scrambler code that would make it clear. Ratatosk, he said crisply. I say again, Ratatosk. Now approaching from the south. Surface immediately and prepare for transfer. Somewhere in the depths of his mind, the real Migrant raged against the implanted personality that had taken control. And now we return to the rest of you. You've flown far enough and fast enough to get out of immediate danger from the volcano that is erupting behind you, and you found a small island high enough above sea level that you shouldn't be in danger of getting swamped by a tsunami. Some very careful flying allowed you to get Kazana down to the ground without injuring her, and Dinah is now assessing Kevin's wound, while Jace wraps Kaz in self-heating blankets. The chirpers watch, talking amongst themselves quietly in a language that sounds a little bit like birdsong. Dinah, since Kevin can't treat himself very easily due to the location of his wound on his back, you'll have to make the first aid roll. So roll 2d against your twice your medic skill, which is going to be a target number of only 2.
2d coming up.
Oh, miss. All right, so you managed to get the wound, stopped up. He's not in any danger, but he's not going to regain any of those characteristic points until he can get proper care. But now that that's done, Kevin, you can help Kazana with a first aid roll of 2d against double medic, which is a target number of 10 for you.
Okay, 2d. Okay,
barely. Kazana, go ahead and roll 1d, and you may add that back to your, Constitution that dropped?
Yeah, I think that's the side I took.
No, it was Strength.
Dice.
Because Constitution isn't a stat in this system.
Perfect.
All right. Well, you're conscious, and you've got a strength of 1 now.
I'm very cold, right?
You are very cold, but warming up.
All right.
So everybody is at least active at this point. If you want to take time for a more thorough diagnosis of Kevin's back and Kazana's condition, it'll take about an hour. Or you can leave it be for now and hope to find some medical facilities, or at least more time later on. You do still have the time pressure of pursuing this signal, whatever it is, and hopefully catching up with the Poet, if you can. But you have no way of knowing, how much time you have for that. You're still receiving the signal very faintly.
Okay. Well, we could have somebody... Could we have somebody... Oh, wait, we're not on the ship.
Yeah,
no, you're in
It's like somebody could
open canopy air rafts in the frigid south pole of this planet.
Reminds me of my childhood in this game. Okay.
Getting lost from your ship and forgetting that you weren't even on your ship that you lost?
Well, we did a field trip to the lava caves, and I got left, and it was all a mess. Wait, so the ship right now, our signal is showing is on planet?
Well, you have a signal that is scrambled and seems likely to be whoever it was that raided and sabotaged the research station. You don't know that it's the direction that the poet went.
Okay, so we have no
Right
idea.
now, it's the only signal. But right now, it's the only signal that we have. And if nothing else, everywhere is south of us and warmer. Or I'm sorry, north of us is where the South Pole.
Right.
Okay, well, let's head that way on our way back towards town.
So you want to leave now and delay medical attention?
Yeah, because I think we can get some medical treatment down south.
Okay.
Do we definitely have the range on the raft to get back to a land mass?
Yeah, they've got
Populated land
effectively unlimited range. They're
Okay.
tech level 14 air rafts. They're very fast, and they can get anywhere on the planet before running out of charge.
All right. Yeah, I want to position myself to see what's happening with the volcano behind us, but I'm happy to just rest and not move for the moment.
Well, ash has started to rain down on you as you speed your way northward along a line indicated by Dinah's computer. And I'll just go ahead and give you... Doing. There's the rough trajectory, the cone that you are tracing. So you still have a tenuous lock on the radio frequency. Dinah, your agent believes that it switched to a beacon, sending a repeating non-semantic signal. It's faint without the benefit of the research station's antenna, and sometimes you lose it entirely. But the computer gives you a high degree of probability that it's stationary. So I'll need a 3D comms or sensors roll to locate it.
I'm going to assume that's Jace.
Got it by 4 on sensors.
Dinah's got a nice sensors roll. All right, so then in less than an hour, along the line indicated by the blah, 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 in less than an hour, Jay spots a gleam of light in the ocean. As you draw closer, the distant object resolves into what appears to be a starship, your starship, hovering over an ocean-going vessel. Your approach has not gone unnoticed, though.
Mm-hmm.
Laser fire starts leaving trails of vapor around you, occasionally igniting little bits of embers from the ash that's falling. At this range, there's very little chance they'll hit you, but if you get closer, you might be at risk.
And it's coming from our ship or from the boat?
It's hard to tell at this distance. The ship and the boat are they're barely bigger than your circle of confusion. You can just tell there's laser fire coming from that direction.
Okay, but it's the same kind of lasers that our ship would fire, at least. So it could be our ship.
I think that you don't have the expertise to know about that, but Jace would estimate that it looks like Jace and Kevin both would estimate it's small arms fire.
Okay. Well, actually, Dinah...
Do we have broadcast capabilities on the air raft?
You do have a citizen quality radio, and you've got all of your communicators can broadcast.
Yeah, what's the... could we contact Migrant now on the communicator or a ComDot?
You certainly can try.
Okay. I think that might be better rather than try to broadcast over an open frequency. So, the rest of you know Migrant better than I do. Who wants to call up?
I can call.
Go for it. What do you say?
I go, hey, Migrant, can you read us?
There is no response.
Okay, I go, I'm going to assume that's a maybe. So whatever's going on, maybe you could get back to us or come pick us up. Or the code word. Which is...
Tell him that we're in the air rafts that are approaching from the south. He might not know that it's us. Could explain the firing.
Yeah, we are in our... we're in the air raft approaching you.
There is still no response. Jace and Dinah, are you continuing to approach?
I say yes.
Slowing down, but yes.
As you drop down a range band, you're now at range 5. The laser fire is starting to hone in on your position. and you're getting close enough now to see several figures on the deck of a submarine. 2 are carrying a crate between them up the loading ramp of the Poet, while the others shoot at you. Fortunately, it doesn't look like the Poet's turrets are in play yet, but even small arms could do a number on these unarmored air rafts.
Can the air rafts actually float like rafts? If we were at sea level and puttering along like a boat, we would present a smaller target, perhaps.
They would float about as well as a car,
Okay.
So not really.
All right.
However, they're gravity vehicles, so you could definitely get down low, very close to the water.
How high can we get in these?
The altitude range is unlimited. You could get all the way up to orbit. Of course,
Okay.
you decompress by the time you got there.
Right. How's about this for our approach, folks? We go up until we're out of the small fire range from the submarine, and then move in and descend so that the ship, our ship, is between us and the submarine.
That's an idea. My thought was to maybe try to bring in a third party, because if this research station got blown up, I'd imagine that somebody would be scrambling in response to that. So it's possible that the submarine doesn't want its position known. But using the Poet as a shield will also work well against small arms if we could do some deft piloting.
Migrant is not answering. Could the submarine have boarded and then now command the Poet? If so, those guns are a lot more powerful.
If you approach from above, you at least would not have to worry about the lasers. However, the turret on the top of the Poet is the missile turret, which might be more dangerous.
Yeah.
In any case, they're shooting at you and haven't managed to hit you yet, but they're getting closer.
Do we have any ability to remotely pilot or remotely access the Poet?
Unfortunately, you came up with that idea a couple planets ago, but haven't had the opportunity to actually install that system yet.
Okay.
That's right. We need an agent or something on it, didn't we?
Kevin, you were saying something?
Oh, I was going to say we might need to back off because we're being shot at.
Would you like to open up range again? Jace and or Dinah?
Backing up a bit or rising some more to put more distance and put us at a longer range. It's probably a good idea for now.
What about Jace?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat of let's make a little bit more distance so it's harder for them to hit us.
Right. As you open up the distance, they take more shots and miss miserably. And so now you are back out at range 7, which is too far away to really resolve anything that's happening. More than just, you're too far away to really see anything at this point.
Okay. Do the rafts have any kind of emergency descent equipment? Parachutes, hang gliders, anything like that?
That's a good question. Feel like I should let this be a random roll of some kind. So since you're the one asking the question, go ahead and roll Flux, which will be on your character sheet.
Flux or 2d6 plus Flux?
Just Flux.
Okay.
Positive means yes, negative means no.
Nope.
No such equipment on the rafts. I'm going to say you are now above the Poet, but bear in mind that if they do decide to activate the ship's weapons, they have much, much better range than their hand weapons.
Although the Poet is probably more geared towards firing at spaceships and larger targets rather than something the size of a minivan.
Right. But you're effectively at point blank right now, so...
Yeah.
And if they detonate the missile close enough to us, we just die.
Yes.
So what are we holding on to? Because I'm pretty sure I only have small arms of my own.
Mm-hmm. You had a collection of slug throwers that you picked up from the research station, and then everybody's own personal gear that whatever they got on their character sheets.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, is there any way we could MacGyver something out of the air raft's propulsion system or something?
Possibly. It seems risky since
we
you're
need some
currently flying in
harpoons.
them.
What are the
Yeah.
brakes and the acceleration like on the air rafts?
Well, it uses a gravitic maneuver system, which is similar to what you're used to on the Poet, but not nearly as powerful. On the other hand, they're much lighter, so I would say they're reasonably nimble, but you don't have really the expertise to do much in the way of controlling.
And was the air raft bay open on the Poet?
No.
I'll have a possible really good or really bad idea then.
Well, here's
Just
another.
drop out of the sky.
Yeah, just drop out and basically just kick it back into gear right before we hit the water. So we kind of have a little bit of a surprise by just going with speed.
Pop the clutch.
Pretty much, yeah. Just drop on them, kick it back in, and then do what we need to do with a little bit of surprise.
Do we have
That's an idea.
rope or something similar?
You do have rope. I'd say you've got probably
50 feet of silken rope in everybody's adventurous pack.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, we all have these 10
Except
foot poles.
call it synthetic fiber line.
Yeah.
But, sure.
All right. Well, here's another idea. For a little while, we can all cram into one raft, except for maybe one driver, and hover that one higher than the empty or one driver raft and use that raft as a shield. Either we tie the rafts together, one beneath the other, which might be difficult, or the driver on the lower raft, the blow me up if you can raft, holds on to a rope while flying and will be able to quickly get away from debris if it comes to that.
So instead of tying both rafts together, let's just tie the rope to the other pilot, have both of them drop, and then one raft stops, and then the raft that only has the pilot keeps going.
Well, I was thinking of lowering ourselves onto the Poet that way.
I was thinking that as well, but using the other raft as a directional bomb.
Yeah.
And protection. Because even if they shoot up and hit it, as long as they don't blow it up right away.
Yeah.
There's nothing volatile in the thing, so chances are, even if they did critical damage to it, it's not going to explode.
Well, I was
It's just
thinking
gonna continue
of
being
missiles, in case they
projectile.
are in charge of the Poet. They have command of it and decide to use the upper missile turret. It will certainly explode.
Yes. But that would be the missiles exploding, not the air raft itself.
Right.
I like both plans. This also probably is a good time for those with intuitions to consider burning them.
Yeah, this seems like a good time for some insight.
I rolled under.
Dinah, you don't have insight, so yours doesn't count.
Oh, I thought
But Jace's does.
I gave myself the wrong one then.
You got luck.
Okay, sorry.
You have luck.
I wrong category.
You have luck. Which might also be useful.
Oh, yes.
Information that Jace can glean from this circumstance. If you drop the air raft on the pilot or on the Poet, it is unlikely to do critical damage to the ship, but it might do enough to cripple it. You're not going to destroy it, but you might damage it. Whether that's a good thing or not is up to you. Since you have placed the Poet between yourselves and the submarine, you're not going to be able to do any direct damage to the guys on the submarine or the boat itself. Assuming they don't get on those missile turrets, it seems pretty likely. There is one hatch. No, there's two hatches on the top.
Mm-hmm.
If they're sufficiently motivated, they might pop up out of there and start shooting at you again. But you don't know what it is, what their goals are. If they're intending to just get on and get away, then you might be able to approach without getting shot at, but you also might get creamed by the thing lifting off.
Or maybe if we're really lucky, we'll drop the airship onto somebody who is trying to pop up.
Possibly.
All right, I'm going to try Migrant again on the comms. Migrant, are you there? We're about to try something incredibly stupid.
Incredibly stupid or incredibly smart.
Still no response.
And I think we have to assume that either they're in control of the poet or that Migrant is injured or otherwise incapacitated.
A few moments after revealing that you're about to try something stupid, the poet starts gliding forward and starting to pick up speed. So whatever you're going to do, you have to do it now.
All right, let's drop.
Okay, let's do it.
Are you going to try and hit the poet with the second air raft, or try and land on it?
Try to land on it with the lower air raft acting as a shield if necessary, if they decide to engage the missile system. But since they are moving forward a little bit now, it takes several people to be able to man a ship like that properly. So they're probably not going to open fire with the missiles, is my guess right now. So let's try to quickly land before they get out of range.
All right. Jace does not have any driver skill, and Dinah's only driver skill is Jack of Trades.
Yep. She does have the flyer winged, and this is kind of a maneuver you would do more with a plane than with a car, so that might come into play.
Oh, you do have flyer.
And I'm a tracked driver.
I do have pilot.
Pilot is for spaceships, not for air cars.
Yeah.
Tracked definitely does not help. And flyer winged, aerodynamics, but there's not really any aerodynamics involved in a grav vehicle, so I'm going to have you just go ahead and lean on Jack of Trades.
All right, and luck.
If you were trained, this would be... I'd say this is more than difficult trying to land on a moving spaceship. So we'll make it a 4D roll normally. However, since you don't have this skill, it's a 5D roll on your skill of 1. So...
Wait, how transferable is ACB driving? Less.
It would be transferable if you were very close to the water.
Yeah, okay. I was like, because we're changing elevation, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right.
So this is going to be a 5D roll on Jack of Trades plus Dex.
Oh, plus Dex, okay.
Yeah.
Now, what if I use my animal's team strength? We combined our silk ropes into a lasso, and I lasso the poet.
And to catch a pair of flying fish.
Are you suggesting coconuts migrate? Yeah, if we get all the way to the water, I can use my seafarer boats. All right, here we are. I failed by 4.
Oh. All right. So you're dropping rapidly, very fast, which is also the definition of rapidly. The poet just kind of slides right out from under you, and you barely have enough time to hit the grav and slow your descent. The other air raft crashes into the ocean and is swamped immediately. You slow down fast enough that you don't actually kill any of you, but you hit the water and the thing starts to capsize. Fortunately, you are very close to the submarine, close enough to see that there's one guy left on the deck, and he's got an armload of gear, and he's like shaking his fist and shouting at the ship as it flies away.
The guy shouting and shaking his fist is not Migrant, I assume.
No, it is not.
All right.
He is not dressed like a local either, though.
So Dinah has the option of lowering the rope, trying to drag her companions to safety, or of hitting the metaphoric gas and trying to get to the poet.
Well, now I need to make a flux roll here. Let's see, 1d6 minus 1d6. Okay, it's a good scene. So your air raft is not swamped. It is still capable of flying. Everybody is in the one raft. The other one you had just kind of sent down on the same trajectory as a shield.
Okay, so that's the one that capsized. All right, so we are
that one's destroyed.
Okay, good. What do we say? Chase after the poet, or try to take over the sub?
There is no way you'll catch it. It's accelerating on its lifters.
Okay. So it wasn't just gliding off to the side or something. Okay, it's taken off.
No,
okay,
it's accelerating away. You missed it just a little bit, but it is now moving fast enough that you'll never be able to catch it.
Okay.
I see an interrogation target available to us. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, everybody remember where we parked? All right, pilot over so that we can hop off the air raft onto the surface of the sub.
All right. As soon as you rise up above the gunnel, the guy drops all of the stuff that he was carrying, and he pulls his pistol out. He's got it raised, but not pointed at you.
Oh, there, sailor. Actually, is there a way for him to hear us from the air raft? Is this an enclosed thing?
No, he's standing on the deck, and you're in an open canopy vehicle.
Okay, I thought I remembered it being a convertible, but I couldn't remember for sure. It seems our ride took off. Do you mind if we bunk with you for a little while till we get back on our feet? Help a fellow traveler down on our luck.
He cocks his head and looks suspiciously at you. He looks around and sees open ocean in every direction, and none of his friends are still here. So he holsters his pistol and he waves you, says, Yeah, come over.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. And she'll, can she actually land on the surface of the sub or just hover near it?
Yeah, it's got enough space to accommodate you landing the air raft on it.
All right. She lands on the sub.
It's not like real comfortable, if there's a big wave, it might slip off, but
Yep.
all right.
Roll to that landing or it's easy enough?
No, I'm not gonna make a risk of dropping Kazuna in the ocean again.
Yeah.
At this point. Okay. That would be less interesting than actually having a conversation with this guy.
Yeah. All right, we park.
So he approaches cautiously, watching to make sure nobody's drawing a gun on him. And he says, "Yeah, come on, you're in the same situation I am in."
Yes, we'd be happy to work together to get us all to safety. I have myself, and we're kind of overcrowded in here. We have several humans, and is it 3 or 4 cheroots?
I think you've got 4. No,
okay.
3 total.
Okay. And we have 3 chirpers with us.
What happened to the other ones? Weren't there more?
No, there was just...
Or did they all
There
leave?
was just Cherie and his 2 siblings.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There were other beings, but those all got wiped out by the explosion, right?
Well, actually...
or the monster.
Right, the monster eviscerated the ones that were following you out of the place. And I can't tell you how happy I was that you managed to stop on that level.
So you got to use the monster. Did we bring along that wounded guy?
Yeah, actually, yes. You do still have the researcher.
Okay. Do we want to do a retroactive medical on him?
How about you get him into the sub?
Okay. Well, I was thinking from when we first got him into the raft and had a little time before we got down here. But yeah, okay. We'll get him into the sub.
Yeah, Kevin had already done the first aid and stopped him from dying.
Okay. We have a wounded researcher here, and several of us are actually wounded to varying degrees. Do you have a medical facility of sorts down there?
Not really to speak of, but we'll see what we can do.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm giving this guy the stink eye, first of all, though. What do you mean we're in the same situation?
Well, your friend flew off with your spaceship, it looks like, and all of my friends went with him, leave me behind. I guess they were afraid of you or something.
Well, we're pretty friendly. I don't know why we would put the fear in anyone. I assume it's difficult to pilot a submarine by yourself, so we can help out with that.
Well, yes, that is why I did not try to shoot you. I need some help getting this thing back to the continent.
Sounds like a good plan. It's probably going to be tricky getting our wounded man through the submarine hatches, down ladders and such, but we'll find a way to make it work.
Yeah, it does take a bit of work to get the unconscious guy down, and Kevin has some difficulty since he is seriously injured, both his leg and his back. But you do manage to get down into the submarine, and the guy says, "My name is Grimu Kanapa."
Hello, Grimu. I am Dinah, and she'll introduce everybody in turn. And these are our friends. We know Cherie, and actually, I don't know the name of your siblings here. Could you introduce them?
He introduces them with some names that are pretty much impossible for you to pronounce. You just don't have the ability to make those phonemes, because I don't feel like coming up with names for these little guys.
Yeah.
Grimu looks at them and says, "Oh yes, I've heard of these creatures. They are the chirpers, yes?
Yes.
That's very, very interesting. Now, it is going to take quite a while to get this thing back to the continent, so I suggest you settle in. There is plenty of space. Submarine can seat 15 or something like that. But I do not actually know very much about driving the thing, so if anybody of you knows, it would be helpful."
All I got is a shrug for that.
I've piloted a watercraft before, but surface craft, not a submarine. Of several spacecraft and flying aircraft. But I would imagine that the technology is not so drastically different that we can't figure something out here.
Yeah, your seafarer skill will be sufficient to
Okay,
get you going. However, it's going to be quite a long voyage because this is a tech level 4 submarine,
Wow.
and it only travels like top speed is 40 kph.
Okay.
So you're going to be in here for a couple of weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay. I also do have navigation separately from the astrogation.
Okay, that's not really going to be too much of an issue. The actual destination that you're going to go to is, because obviously your spaceship is no longer available to you.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, because it's going to be such a long time, and if I take a look at our injuries, everybody should be fully recovered by the time you get back to the continent.
Including the researcher?
Yes. Kevin will be a little bit stiff still, but you can go ahead and set all of your temporary characteristics back to full.
You said all our temporary stuff?
Yeah.
Or wait, we can fix everything, right?
Yeah, all the current stats all back to match your permanent stats.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, seems like a great time to figure out what they were doing with the spaceship, what the sub and the spaceship were doing together, and why Migrate was not answering, and what the researcher knows about what was going on up there.
All right, well, let's start with Grimu, since he's the one who's currently conscious. And once he's given you the basic orientation of the sub, he's pretty upset over his supposed friends leaving him behind so easily. And so he's eager to get back to his own spaceship, because it turns out that they've left behind a ship of their own. I will take you back to the Bayonet. This is our ship, the one we came in. I do not think they will go for it. I think they were in great hurry to get this information that we stole back to the bosses.
You are information brokers? Espionage? What kind of... we need to get to know each other.
We bring things to people who want them that other people do not want them to have, if this makes sense to you.
I believe we might use the term smuggler where I'm from, if that's appropriate.
Well, we'd prefer not to put labels on things,
Of course.
because you... Yes.
I meant no offense. We've all done things in the past and continue to make our way through the world. It's a dangerous place. We have to know how to take care of ourselves.
Yes, well, my friends it was a nice group to be in, as long as it lasted, but I did not think they'd leave me behind so easily.
Just from a couple of air rafts. It didn't really pose much of a threat. That was strange behavior. So what was your business with the ship, the poet? We're wondering why our friend wouldn't answer us. It's pretty strange and concerning.
This was strange to us also. We were not expecting to get code word from people we were trying to avoid, but when spaceship says Ratatosk, we say, okay, because this is the code word.
I'm not familiar with that. Have the rest of you heard anything about a Ratatosk?
No, but I think that makes sense as a code word. So, why don't you think they would have left you behind? I mean, in the line of work you're in, if the price is right, isn't anything on the table?
Well, I suppose if they thought that I was going to pay them, they would have stayed behind it. I really don't understand why they left me behind. They were in a terrible rush. In fact, Captain was not really acting like himself this whole time. We land here, we stay for 2 or 3 months, and then suddenly it is big rush to get to the research station, take all the papers, and take the data banks, and then get out and destroy the place. Then we see you coming, and we think, oh, we have to rush even further. We get a signal from employers, people who are paying. This is a month ago or so, and then it's big rush to get there and get out before you arrive. I don't know how they knew you were arriving. The captain did not tell us.
Do you have a way to communicate with the employers?
Possibly on Bayonet. It would be in Captain's logs. I do not have his decryption codes, but I can certainly get into ship.
All right.
Well, the good news is for your mission, the research station was totally destroyed. A volcano actually tore the entire area apart.
Yes, the volcano was larger than we expected. We were seeing these geomagnetic something or other, and set it to overload. We were expecting, just thing fill up with magma. We were not expecting actual eruption.
So, what do you know about our friend Migrant? Is he okay?
I do not know anything about your friend. Like I said, we were all very surprised when he says code word. We thought you were enemies, and then big ship comes in, gives code word. Everybody, captain says, "Everybody get on ship," and so we do that, and we're moving things, and they left some things behind. They left me behind.
That's certainly strange behavior. I don't know why or how Migrant would know that, or why Migrant would leave us behind as well as you.
Well, if you ask me, this is all big conspiracy things moving around. People employ us to give people things that they want, that other people don't want them to have, you understand?
Mm.
And then those people stir up troubles, all of the ships moving around, and then entire frontier is discombobulated.
Mm. I'll try to use personal skills of carousing to try to get some of to find out what he's hiding from us, if anything.
Okay. All right, so carousing isn't going to get you any information, but it might make him more amenable to...
Oh, I know. I just have a bonus to the carousing, so I'm using the camaraderie type one as the purpose through the, I guess, the carousing discussion.
All right, so base target number is 3. And what about your tactic?
Let's see here.
Multipliers will be on logic, authority, morality, culture, emotion, referral, and familiarity.
We'll go with the morality of, how dare they leave all of us behind? What were they think they were doing? We're part of the crew. You don't leave people. We all know that. That's the code. That's the only thing we have.
And it sounds like in your mods you are drawing a similarity between yourself and him.
Yeah.
So that'll be +1. So that gives you a target number of 7 on 1D, which you cannot fail.
All right.
So in the future, actually go ahead and roll it and we'll see what your effect is.
Yeah. Effect of 4.
All right. So when you query him for your next interaction, you'll get a bonus of 4.
Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. So then querying, we'll go with query discussion again. And we already had the morality bit. So we'll go with the familiar, that we're all in this together. We have to pool our resources and do what we can to help each other out.
Okay, so then 4 plus 4 is 8. And what about your personal interaction mods?
We'll go with similarity again.
Okay, so your target number is 9 on 2d6, which, again, you cannot miss.
Beat that by 2.
What information are you wanting to... What's your question for him?
That he's, in the course of general discussion, told us a little about his ship and his crew and the fact that they find their own way to make their own living kind of deal. Smugglers, mercenaries, whatever it might be. I want him to let slip some kind of clue of something that he is trying to hide.
Okay.
He's going to be a little bit on guard with us, but we're going to have almost a month together in a very tiny ship.
Mm-hmm. And given that you're a much smaller number than the submarine was designed to accommodate, and it had supplies laid in for a lot more people, you have broken open the ship's larder and its alcohol supplies, and so you're getting him nice and tipsy.
Look, tequila, yeah.
And you get the impression eventually that he does in fact know who the employer is, that the Jodani are hiring these smugglers for various special missions.
Okay. And the Jodani are the ones who not kidnapped us, but kept us as their guests for a few weeks, right?
Yes,
okay.
That is correct.
Yeah, so we got a group of psychics who are trying to learn more about this research station. Interesting.
And over this amount of time, let's switch our attention over to that researcher.
Mm-hmm.
So his name is Gors Endralen, and he is very, very thankful that you have managed to save his life. And his eyes flutter open, and he says, "Thank you. I thought I was a goner." And he looks around and it is momentarily confused, and a suspicious expression grows on his face. He says, "Wait, this isn't. Oh, I see. You couldn't decipher the data, could you? Well, you can forget about it. I won't help you."
We were rescued by a submarine when the volcano erupted. I'm not sure what you're talking about there.
Volcano? What are you talking about?
Well, unfortunately, the entire research station is gone. The power core overloaded, and then magma did not just start to rise up into it. The volcano itself actually erupted violently. We're all lucky to be alive.
Gone?
Although I don't know what happened. I don't know what attacked you. We didn't see anything like that while we were there.
No, it's not. It can't be gone. It was everything. Everything, you hear me? You're going to pay for this. I will see you stretched.
We didn't see any other people there. I think you were the last one. The rest of them must have already gotten out to safety.
There wasn't anyone else. It was just me. That was my research. Mine. And I will not give any of it up to you.
We don't want any of that. We helped our friend Cherie here find his family. And as we were trying to get out, the base exploded. And we're on this fine submarine now, captained by our new friend Grimu.
We'll say that Grimu's poked his head in at some point. Endralen sees him and says, I remember you! You're all the pirates! I'm not saying a word to any of you. You might as well throw me overboard. I'm not going to give you anything.
Seems unnecessarily harsh. I mean, we're guests on the submarine here, just like you are.
He does not seem inclined to believe you.
Can I cut to a meanwhile and see what I can scavenge?
Indeed.
Steward-wise from, trash and stuff aboard?
Sure.
They maybe left any papers behind? What difficulty?
Let's make it an average difficulty.
Cool.
Wow.
Nice on a place where people were for a long period of time. Now I can snoop in their abandoned living quarters. Something I'm good at.
All right, so they were in a bit of a hurry to get off the boat, and they didn't get everything. Of course, that armload of stuff that Grimu had, you have scavenged. Some of it is papers from the research station, and some of it is in a language that you can't identify. You don't know it.
All right. Do I know what Jordania looks like?
Give me a 2D roll versus your education.
Okay.
But your education
is 6, so that's a fail.
All right. So, no, you don't know what Jordani looks like.
Okay. Yeah. So it could be anything.
Let's see. What other information might you come up with on this? Oh, you do have the charts that lead not to the the main spaceport where you had originally parked, but up to this city here. So that is where Grimu has said that the bayonet is at, and the ship's records seem to agree with that, so he's quite likely telling the truth.
What is a bayonet a name of something, or is that
The bayonet is the name of the ship.
Okay.
He has not said what kind of ship it is.
Gotcha. I guess what I was kind of fishing for is like affiliation of the smugglers that maybe he didn't cop to.
With an effect that high, I'm going to say, yeah, you do actually find some mention of the Brothers of Farbauti, which indicate that
all right,
this is indeed the smuggler group that you were looking for.
Yep.
And you also find a star chart that indicates. Oh, I think this is already on your map. Do you have the smuggler's base right there?
Yeah, Smuggler's Depot. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is marked as a destination on the star charts. And that is, of course, distinct from the Smuggler's Depot that you had already visited over there.
Mm.
Oh, that's what I was looking at. Where was
this one over here?
Oh, that one. Okay.
So it looks like that was their next objective, was to go there.
Thanks.
So they were going to have a almost 3-month jump to get there? Wow.
Yeah, it's going to take them a bit of time to get there. Actually, see, 1, 2, they can't actually get there in the Poet.
Then I guess they'll have to go back to the bayonet or find something else.
How's that? What transit can't they make to license?
They can get there, and the Poet just takes longer.
No, they literally can't. Based on the information that you have about this these star cluster, they can't make the jump 3 between the closest would be between Grant and Lysen.
Yeah,
and the Poet can't jump that far.
Gotcha. Like they could go all the way down through.
Yeah. I guess they could go all the way
over like 6 months, right?
Through Udaland.
Yeah, they could get there from Udaland.
That's assuming, of course, that there's not another Smuggler's Depot.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there in those long jump areas.
Yeah.
So, Jace, what are you doing during the voyage?
We are on the submarine still.
Yep.
And they're friendly with us, mostly.
Grimu is apparently cooperative with you. He wants to get back to the smuggler ship and go in pursuit of his erstwhile friends who left him behind. The researcher, Gors Andralin, is quite hostile because he has assumed that you are all members of the same smuggler pirate group that attacked the research station. And those are the only 2 NPCs, well, and the chirpers.
I want to learn more about how it controls, since it is different than a spacecraft.
Okay.
I know I'm not going to be able to learn a lot in this time, but at least start learning some.
All right. Given how long this voyage is, and you do have somebody here who knows a little bit about ocean-going vessels, go ahead and add another hobby to your character sheet.
All right.
You can call it sailing or whatever.
Sailing. Okay. So, or like, would it be sailing since we're like underwater in this completely enclosed?
You can call it whatever you like. The associated skill will be seafarer, but you won't be able to actually take a level in it until the next time a year comes around and it's time to level up skills again.
Gotcha.
So it's just a 0 level skill.
Right. But you learn enough that you can, help out Dinah.
Okay. So exactly how long is our voyage again?
Well, let me take a look at the map. So you were approximately here, and you're going all the way up there. So it's 6,700 kilometers divided by 40 kilometers per hour, divided by 24 hours in a day. So it'll take you about a week. That's faster than I thought. Is that right?
If it has a autopilot sort of thing for when we sleep.
Yeah, we'll call it like 10 days because you're not real efficient at using it, and you do have to go around some islands and such.
Probably have to drive past the Gungan village.
Then we'll face off against the Kraken, Space Kraken. So how do the chirpers react to this scientist that used to poke and prod them and might be the very one who captured them?
As far as he knows, they don't exist. They are staying out of sight
Okay.
and refuse to go anywhere near him.
Donald will make sure they get enough food and water without having to come out if they want to stay hidden.
We're just taking large amounts of water into like a vent.
Well, if it holds 20 people normally with storage and other things like that, there's places for them. They're half our size or so.
Okay.
Yeah, and Gores has locked himself into his bunk and refuses to cooperate with anybody.
And he's told us no real information about what it is he was trying to do.
Not so far, nope.
I wonder if we should just kill him just in case.
You should say you wonder if you can just kill him.
Over coffee one of the days, I say that to Jace. And the guy. Like, I get just serious.
Casually suggest, we could murder that guy.
I mean, are there any computers around to fuse with his brain stem into maybe a little bit more of a obedient servant than Scottbot?
Well, I mean, if he's a villain, right? We don't quite know what he did. I guess all he did was experiment with animals. Do we know if he was like really mean to them, or like is this your standard lab chirper?
Maybe a bit just a zookeeper,
Well,
really.
You know that those psychic humanoids were very angry with him, assuming that he was the only person on the research station. And you know that the chirpers are afraid of him.
Oh, I want to ask him about those, or try to figure out about. Oh, dude, let's just drug him again. I want to drug him and ask him what that monster was.
With what drugs?
Oh, are we not carrying a large supply of drugs? Oh, man.
Well, you traded most of them to the Jodani to get away from them, and anything that might have been left is still on the poet.
I would have probably. Well, I probably used I probably only had like a painkiller or something in my thing, which would not help.
Yeah, you just got like standard medical type drugs.
Okay.
If you would like to attempt the personal system with him, you may.
I would to find out about this monster.
What's pretty much necessary to ask him about that to tend to his wounds.
Wait, is this that guy we rescued?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
Giant claw marks on him.
Okay. Could I use curiosity to find out?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Should I do that directly then?
That will probably meet with better success immediately than using the personal system. Barely succeeded. All right, so you were curious about the monster?
Yes.
All right, so while you're tending to him and you've got him under some painkillers, you get him talking, babbling in his half-conscious state. And now I have to look up the killer. I love that the description of the monster is killer.
Oh, man, I'm getting serious alien vibes here.
Killer is just the alien's high school nickname, really.
So the information that you get about that thing was that he thought that it might have had some kind of psionic enhancement to its vision, allowing it to see through the fog. But ultimately, he decided that it was just had infrared sensitivity and was not actually psychic.
Oh, how intelligent did he think it was?
Not terribly. It's a very cunning hunter and very good at hiding in the fog.
Oh, is it native from this planet?
No. Let's see. It was, where is he? Globe number 3. It was from a planet called Zila in the Aramis subsector, which I can show you where that is. Well, you don't have star charts, but I'll show you anyway. Let's see. Aramis. Actually, you might know it because Aramis is where you're from.
Oh, yeah.
So, Zila.
That might have been your childhood pet.
Killer? Oh, my cousin's dog.
So it's actually not very far from your homeworld.
Oh, okay.
And apparently it's got an amber alert on it for some reason.
The whole planet does?
Yeah, the Traveler's Aid Society recommends people use caution when visiting.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna want to look into that, or maybe I would know offhand.
Maybe it's because there's a vicious killer that lurks in the fog and eviscerates people all the time.
Or maybe it's because that's your neighborhood.
Oh, so this is like a foggy place, like cold, maybe.
Maybe. Let me see if I can find any information about it in.
I'm picturing this as like the outdoors vacation world for amorous people because they're yeah, because we are on a volcano world.
The wiki doesn't say specifically, but you do know it has a reputation for having excellent wine. So yeah, maybe it is a vacation world from your hell world.
Is this ZILA?
Yep.
Oh, is the information on the Imperial Encyclopedia, Wikipedia, would that be knowledge we would have, or is that going to also contain knowledge?
Some of those articles do contain spoilers,
Oh, okay.
but that one's fairly safe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it says has environment laws, customs, life forms, and other conditions that are not well understood and could be a danger. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say that probably this this beastie that almost killed you is the reason for the amber designation.
Oh, so it's Space Forks, Washington. Sounds like. Okay. Interesting.
Space Bears Watch.
Yeah. So he didn't create this monster. He didn't create any. Did he? Okay. And if I can push my luck, I want to ask about those the big beams.
Okay, those fellows. He was very hopeful that they would be able to finally have the breakthrough that he was after, which is interstellar psychic communication. They were able to communicate at interplanetary distances, but not anywhere beyond the star system.
Oh, that's so cool. I want to be like, wow, that's amazing. Very sympathetic overall. Like I understand the struggle. I mean, I'm a writer. Sometimes you offend people and stuff to do what you need to do. And does he know where those are from?
He does not. They were delivered to him by the Navy.
By the who?
And he only knows that they came from a very large world with high gravity.
Okay.
High gravity fog.
Actually, you know what? He does know, because I just remembered that there is a world matching those characteristics nearby. Fairy, where you came from immediately before this, was a satellite of the world that they came from. That was, in fact, an inhabited big world.
Oh, okay.
So high gravity fog, just like a gas giant then?
It's not a gas giant. It's just a very large rocky planet.
Okay.
Big enough that it had an Earth-sized world as a satellite.
So like a really big Mars, kind of. And these were
like a really big Earth.
Oh, okay. They were aliens? True aliens or of human descent?
His semi-coherent ramblings do not give you that much information.
Okay. When I'm doing medical stuff on him, do I detect anything that, like, is he cybernetic? Is there just anything unusual, changes to his body?
Your medic skill is so dang high that even if I assign this a difficult, you're still going to get it. So, yes. In fact, if you were to estimate this guy's age based on your examinations, I mean, if you're just looking at him, he looks like he's in his maybe mid-50s. But through your exams, you would guess he's actually somewhere more like 150. He's been taking anagathics.
Okay, and that's kind of a standard thing. I mean, obviously not everybody uses it.
They're extremely expensive and difficult to obtain, illegal in a lot of places.
Why?
And based on his situation, it's kind of surprising that he'd be able to afford them.
Okay. Do we know, can I figure out where he's from by asking him, or is he just gonna go off?
Sure. Let me find a chart that I can get a random. He is from double ones. Alel.
Hallel.
which I don't know off the top of my head where that is. Let's see. That's 1706.
That's where Dinah's from, actually.
Oh, yeah. Huh. What do you know?
Probably went to the same high school.
Well, not if he's 150.
Oh, he was a senior?
Yeah.
You went to the same
Very
high
senior.
school, you just went at different times.
Back then, it was just called school.
Just one room.
Actually, he's old enough he could have started your education system. Wow. Well, he wouldn't by any chance tell me who he's working for while I'm talking. Or why is he doing this independent, I guess? I guess he is, based on what we know.
For that, you'll need to actually engage in the personals system.
Do I want to try to talk to him, or do I want to just assume? I mean, no, I'll let it go. I feel like I go and talk to the people, my roommates, crewmates afterwards, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure. I mean, this guy was inventing. I tell him when I know that he's around 150, that he was trying to invent interstellar communication, which would be an amazing game changer. I mean, it would change the universe as we know it. And yeah, I relay that information.
Kazana, go ahead and give me a 3D steward roll. Okay. No further information coming from Kazana.
Okay, now do the torture roll. Well, guys, we do know he held those intelligent creatures against their will, so we'd be okay to kill him. I mean, morally, he's probably in the wrong, right, Dinah?
Well, we're on a pirate submarine right now. So who are we to call something morally wrong at the moment?
I mean, yeah, but we aren't cannibals, so.
Yeah, but you stole the pirate submarine, and a negative times a negative is a positive, right?
Well, no, we're government agents. I mean, I whisper that. We're government agents.
So everything that we do is moral.
Yeah, we've done absolutely nothing bad. Everything we did was either okay or it probably they deserved it. I waved to Jays. You agree with me, right? And Kazanov, you know, right? We haven't done anything.
I neither confirm nor deny my previous actions that either I did or had a soulless robot humanoid do.
Oh. Did you fish? I guess we knew that you killed those people immediately. It wasn't a secret.
No, not at all. It was pretty darn obvious when, their horrified faces were floating through space right in front of our ship.
Wipers.
Oh yeah, that probably would have changed how we treated Scottbot if he did that. If we thought he did that by himself.
Well, to be fair, he did do the first batch himself.
Well, yeah, that was he was a combat robot at that point.
Well, he spaced the crew of the supply shuttle that was coming to the Gash.
Wow. Now, is robot warfare illegal in the Imperium?
No, it is not.
Oh, okay. Cool. We could have just trained him, and he could have been a great general.
No, nobody wanted to help me convince him to stay.
Well, he needed some medical care. He'll probably be okay, and we can meet him later.
No, he didn't like us.
No, he liked us. I kind of considered myself his father. I mean, I also probably have some other children somewhere else, but I actually created that guy's mind, kind of.
You installed his mind. His mind was already there, and it told you how to do it.
But he would not exist without me, so you're kind of his uncle.
Chicken or egg?
I guess Diane is no relation at this point.
Chicken or egg? That's the discussion with Scottbot then.
In a sense, he's his own parent.
I don't see that sense anywhere. Disembodied ship's voice. We gotta get that fixed.
I'm just glad to hear I'm not the only one hearing it.
I thought it was something with Scottbot.
Yes, it's what he left behind. A disembodied voice.
Okay. Interesting. You remember that simulation we went on a couple weeks ago, right? I mean, ever
Yes,
since
the
then, my
simulation.
grasp of reality has been a little off.
Not to mention having your brain scrambled by the Jodani.
I don't remember. Oh,
Of
Yeah,
course
that's the
not.
point.
That's the point.
oh, what is the status of my psychic powers that I know of in my mind? Do I remember the test they had me do?
You remember some of the things that they did to you and with you and for you, and every once in a while you think maybe you get an idea that you might know what somebody's thinking, but maybe you're just imagining it, or maybe not.
Okay. So, but I'm fully aware that I have psychic potential, and I'm beginning to possibly see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you were actually not online quite yet for the very beginning of last week's,
Yeah.
because part of the
Good
conversation
news.
was that they invited you to go to the Jodani consulate on Jewel if you decided that you wanted to try and develop your psychic powers.
Oh, okay. See, I thought we were doing that and then we didn't, so I assumed they like erased our mind of that. Okay.
No, that part they left.
Well, that's our next stop, guys. I need to gain my powers as I glare at Jace with my mind.
We got you books. You just have to read.
Yeah, I can hire someone else to read for me and read their mind.
That seems to defeat the purpose.
It's needlessly indirect.
Well, I'm sure it would come in handy. I just got to think of an application here.
A professional author who doesn't like reading.
Well, I could project. I could read in my dreams by. I could project my books into other people's minds.
Ooh.
Talk about advertising, giving them the first chapter.
You just drop it right into their consciousness.
Yeah. You know, that'd sell the book.
Suddenly I wonder what it's like growing up on a hell world.
Well, we had a lot of indoor time.
A strange suspicion that there's a book that I can buy about it.
Oh, well, I'd probably do my book about the redheaded hobbits. Well, it's my book. I'm going to republish it sort of like The Princess Bride, with like the good parts, with some like comedy notes about scenes I've taken out.
Take out all of the long-winded descriptions of decrepit starships.
Yeah.
And the architecture of Paris.
Oh, yeah. And the them influencing human civilization and all that. That's not a silly.
All right.
Okay.
So I think we've adequately covered the voyage back to the continent. Unless you had more nonsense to...
No, that is actually my limit of nonsense for the moment.
Well, I was waiting for him to mention that Gores was from Alel, bringing it up to the rest of us. And we can assume that he did, and I'll go and, oh my gosh, you're from Alel, so am I, and see if I can do something to make him not as paranoid and hateful of us as he was.
Okay. So is this just an attempt to shift his attitude, or
Yeah.
are you going to try and get...
Yeah, trying to thaw him a little bit.
All right, so just go ahead and give me a carouse roll again. I would say that this is an appeal to.
The crowds appeal to and similarity or familiarity, rather.
Yeah, familiarity. And then there was I thought there was something about penalties for having the
A starting attitude of negative or something.
predisposition.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you the violence penalty because
Okay.
he still thinks that you were the ones who attacked the research station.
Yeah.
So -6 to your roll,
Wow. Okay.
but your target number is 10. So that makes it a total of target number of 4 on 1d6.
A 3.
3? Okay, you're good. He's still suspicious, but you spend a little bit of time talking about, some landmarks, things that you know in common bits of history. Of course, he hasn't been to Alel in quite a long time.
Yeah.
He's been on this research station for many, many years. But you managed to build at least enough of a rapport that he doesn't throw things at you. And I'll say that that's enough to get you a little bit of information from him. You remember that room full of sand that looked like it was being blown by the wind?
Yeah.
The sand was actually being moved by a microorganism that shifted it around looking for food. And by manipulating it with some electromagnetic radiation, he managed to transmit a little bit of data from the surface to the nearby moon.
Wow.
But it wasn't a fast enough transmission to really be terribly useful. It's way easier to still use a radio. But he was
psychic dust that can talk to the moon.
Yeah, psychic dust that can talk to the moon. That's quite a phrase.
That's the title of our friend's new book.
And you get the impression that he was doing his research just totally on his own. He was no longer reporting to the Imperium.
Okay.
10 days after setting sail, so to speak, you arrive in the city of Boslanora. Submarine surface pulls up to the docks. It wasn't actually going underwater because you weren't very good at piloting it that way, and it has to go slower. And as you emerge onto the deck, you're hearing sounds of it sounds like combat in the distance. There's explosions, and you can see a column of smoke. And what's his name? Grimu looks concerned and says, "That is the direction of the bayonet. I wonder what is happening over there."
Doesn't sound good. Were we able to keep the air raft, move it inside or something? Too big.
No, at some point it slipped off the back of the submarine and fell into the ocean.
Okay.
Just for my own convenience.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how far inland is it? How far are we going to have to walk now?
It was 5 or 6 kilometers, I believe.
Oh, not bad.
Not terribly far. Close enough we could hear these cannons or whatever they're shooting.
Yeah, best move toward it, I suppose.
Yeah, let's hope it is not the bayonet being destroyed. Gear ourselves up for a hike and start walking that way.
All right, so you come down onto the docks, and the people around here, as soon as they see you, they're all looking at you just like aghast. People are blushing and hiding their eyes.
We don't have our umbrellas.
Exactly.
Do you have any umbrellas under there?
Oh, no, I did not think of the umbrellas. That is a weird thing, isn't it?
Pardon me, chaps. As embarrassing as this is, it seems our umbrellas were washed overboard in a tragic accident. Is there someplace we could get some in a hurry? Hate to go around half-dressed.
Much scandalous looks and gossip, they direct you to a place where you can get some umbrellas. And the proprietor, blah 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 blah, I can speak. The proprietor of the umbrella store, you have no idea what criteria she is using to select umbrellas for you, but she insists on these specific umbrellas for each of you. And I will let you decide what colors and patterns your umbrellas have.
Dinah has
though it does have some kind of meaning, I have no idea what it is.
Dinah got the one that's spiral out stripes, kind of like a peppermint, but it's yellow and bright green.
I want a brown one.
Just solid brown?
Yeah, but not like a nasty brown, you know?
Like chocolatey brown?
M&M tan.
What about Jace? What does your umbrella look like?
It has 8 sections, 4 of which are kind of red triangle-ish, pointing towards the middle, offset with white triangle-ish type shapes also pointing towards the middle.
Okay. And Kazuna.
Well, when Jay started talking, I thought he was going to say there was like a different tapestry pattern on each quadrant. So I was tempted to do that, but mine's like grayscale, the kind of like V-ish zigzaggy kind of like overlapping pattern, you know, but so that it slightly hurts your eyes when you look at it because the edges don't quite line up.
All right. So you've got your umbrellas in various patterns and colors, and now the people are not looking at you like you're offending them at all times. Do you wish to approach the bayonet in the open, or sneak up to it, or what?
I assume we're going to walk straight up in the open unless Gimlet tells us that's a bad idea.
He doesn't have any more idea of what's happening than you do.
Okay, well, let's go make sure that your vehicle's all right.
So you come around the corner of a building nearby, and you can definitely hear the sounds of what sounds like both gunpowder weapons and laser fire. You come around the edge of a building and just barely manage to duck back just before a laser blast from a spaceship just tears a furrow down the street where you were going. But then poking your heads back out, you see that there are several local military vehicles kind of driving in circles around this spaceship, and about maybe a dozen more that are smoking ruins. And every once in a while, the spaceship just shoots a laser and tags one of those trucks, and people jump off of it and they're running away, and there's people shooting guns at the thing, and the spaceship just keeps firing back occasionally.
Is it a very familiar looking spaceship?
It is. Do I have a picture of this thing?
Well, it's not the Poet.
It is not the Poet. It is a winged vessel, very narrow, kind of pointy nose to it. This is definitely a military craft.
Oh, it's long and pointy. Is that the bayonet up there? Ask Grimmy.
This is bayonets. This is our ship.
Looks like you're winning, I think.
Yes, I do not think that these people can possibly penetrate the armor. It looks like they have activated the automated security system. It might be difficult to get close.
How do you recommend?
I don't know. I never tried to steal a spaceship before.
Well, it's your spaceship, right?
Well, yes, but right now it thinks it's being stolen, and so it is defending itself.
All right, well, I guess we will announce that we are the rightful owners and here to take it off their hands.
All right, so you just step around the corner and shout at the nearest military guy you see?
Yes, using either broker or bureaucrat or diplomat, I guess.
I guess diplomat would probably be the way to go.
Pardon me, we're here to take that off your hands. We will turn off the security system and everyone will be safe. You can put your weapons away and we'll take it from here.
It's a little difficult to make yourself heard over the gunfire, but you do manage to flag down somebody who's got some epaulets on his shoulders. Looks like he's in charge.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you approach, there's guys with guns that point them at you.
Hands up. Obviously, no threat as I walk a little closer.
Okay, and they're kind of bunkered down in a building, just trying to stay out of prevent the ship from detecting and shooting at them. So go ahead and give me. These guys want the ship for themselves, so make it a 4D diplomat roll on your social. So he waves off the soldiers pointing their guns at you and says, "So this is your ship. You're back finally."
Yes, we ran into some trouble. I'm very sorry about that. Looks like somebody tripped the automatic security system. It's not supposed to happen unless someone actually tries to break in or damage the ship. I don't know how that would have happened.
Abandoned property becomes the purview of the military here. We're impounding this ship, so turn over the security codes.
It doesn't have to be impounded, does it? She'll start talking about some legal stuff, kind of techno-babbling him with legal speak.
So you managed to give him the impression, actually, that you are official Imperial agents, which I'm sure can be backed up by somebody amongst the rest of the crew. Anybody else want to interject?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I mean, I'm a government, what do you call it? What am I? I am a former Navy, recently honorably discharged knight.
Do they happen to be Navy?
No, they are a local army of this planet. However, Bexworld is a signatory of the Imperium, and the fact that you have a Knight of the Realm here definitely helps. And the guy is eventually placated and says, all right, fine. If you can get in there, the ship is yours, I suppose. But if you wouldn't mind, could you maybe do us a favor on your way out?
Of course.
There's a certain fortified position on the border, about 600 clicks to the west. If you wouldn't mind maybe removing it, I would be most appreciative.
It's currently occupied, I assume?
Well, you would assume correctly, yes.
I don't know if our authority extends to murdering local populace.
It's not murder if it's an act of war.
We could maybe put on a show of force, launch some warning shots. I don't know if it goes against our imperial charter to be able to just step in to a local conflict and start dealing out punishment like that without a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, I suppose that I expected that's what you'd say, but it was worth a try.
Well, I wish you the best in your conflict and in taking care of the enemy in your own inimitable style.
He gets on his radio, very big, bulky, industrial-looking radio, and calls his forces back. They only lose 2 more armored vehicles in the retreat.
Ooh, that's going to sting.
Wait, what do you mean lose? How are they losing vehicles? I must have missed something.
They tried to break into the spaceship, and the spaceship fought back.
Oh.
And it is continuing to fight back until we get Grimu close enough to deactivate it.
They've been shooting at it to zero effect because it's got very good armor, and their tech level 4 guns cannot penetrate it.
As they walk away, I'm like, Dinah, you don't have to be that harsh. We could have carpet bombed those people. I mean, I assume they're probably...
We still might. You know, I can't say that we won't. I don't know enough about what's going on here.
What's our best weaponry? Like, do we have weapons of mass destruction on this ship? I'm going to say no,
That's a question for Grimu.
What is the armament on
I'd
this
probably
thing?
be able to... It's probably not planetary bombing systems, right?
No, this is a kind of a close escort. It does have a nuclear damper, but I don't think it has any nuclear weapons itself.
So, what's the crew size on this ship?
Grimu says, well, we were running with skeleton crew ourselves. Not really enough people to operate it correctly. I think probably the total crew, if it's all full, is maybe 40 people. We had 19, I think.
Ooh, we may have a problem, crew. So this is kind of like the Defiant from Deep Space Nine size, I think.
Pretty close, yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is not going to be easy to drive by ourselves.
Well, we are highly skilled and specialized. We might be able to.
Well, maybe we could take some crew temporarily, and they work for us, as a Knight of the Imperium, and we could drop them off.
Based on your expertise, a crew this size, you would be working in 3 shifts. You could probably manage to fly it, but you wouldn't want to take it into combat, probably.
All I really want us to do is to get back to the poet and get their people back onto this ship and get us back onto ours. As long as we can run the sensors and find the poet, and then get to it, and some way talk our way peacefully through the process, then we all walk away winners.
Or we could take these people as our skeleton crew, and when we get the poet, we can give this ship to them.
I do not know that anybody on this planet has expertise for flying spaceship.
Or did you just mean take along Grimu and Gores?
Okay, maybe more of that.
And the
You're definitely
maybe.
taking me along. I am coming with you. You'll not get to the ship without me.
And what's your specialty?
Well, I was flight deck controller.
Oh, okay. We can take one of those. That would be handy.
But I know the damage control. I can operate the turret.
Excellent. And this, the general pilot skill is the one appropriate to this one. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can certainly fly this skilled astrogator and sensors operator as well. between the rest of us, I'm sure we can get things going. We've handled the ship on our own for a long while.
You do have all of the necessary
we do have,
skills.
Yeah, all the skills and training, yes.
But everybody's going to be kind of doing double duty at some point.
Yeah, we need to familiarize ourselves with new layout, controls, all that stuff.
Yeah, there's just a lot of. Well, I mean, we can do it. It's going to be work.
As there is also a matter of getting inside, because as soon as we try to approach, spaceship will shoot at us.
Oh, do we have a solution to that?
Well, this is up to you. Like I say, I have never stolen a spaceship before. I am happy to help.
Borrowed.
So, when we're there, you can tell us the codes to turn everything off, right? That's just pushing a keypad on the outside or something to open the doors.
As soon as they get to hole, I can enter code in keypad, assuming that these fellows did not shoot it.
Okay. Does the defensive system fire on anything that approaches? I was wondering if some of the small local wildlife might be able to come to our assistance here. If maybe a small family of chirpers happen to get close to it and we're able to punch in the deactivation code.
Well, it does have life detector. I do not know exactly how the system identifies threats, but perhaps something small could get close, as long as it is not carrying weapons or technology of any kind.
Right.
Perhaps the little fellows could do it. What do you think? Where did they go?
Cherie, are you here?
The chirpers are nowhere to be seen.
Well, they can turn invisible or nearly so. They might still be around.
They might be.
Cherie, we could use your help here. Are you nearby?
Cherie appears from nearby and says, "We would not like to go to the starship. It looks dangerous. We really wish to go home. And you are been very, very nice and helpful to us. And it is the custom of your kind to have payment. So I give you these." And he extends his hand, and he's got a fistful of these small silver coins.
Oh, that's fascinating. Where did you get these?
Well, we have these, many of these. Let's see. I think I have information about the coins somewhere around here. Each one has a different symbol on it, but it would take me a little bit too much time to find them immediately. So,
okay. And I assume this is local currency. The chirpers didn't get them from off-world or anything.
You have not seen any sign of this kind of currency on this planet before. It wasn't being used when you bought your meal or the umbrellas or anything.
Yeah. Okay. It could be rare collectibles. The equivalent of gold doubloons or something from an age past might be worth quite a lot. We don't know. They were obviously minted at some point by some group. Well, thank you very much. If you could help us out in this final task, we'd be happy to use the ship to take you to your home. But right now, since you can hide, camouflage, I think you have the safest ability out of all of us to get close enough to turn off the weapons.
No, we will not go close. Thank you.
Okay.
We are going home now.
All right. Thank you.
And he vanishes. They're gone.
All right. Yep. So Dinah puts the coins in one of her not fully shredded pockets. She's still wearing kind of tattered clothing until she can get back to her own ship.
Well, I think you did get into some of that.
Winter gear, yes, but I'm not going to be, now that we're in the center of the continent here, tropical weather, I'm not going to be wearing the full winter gear.
True.
Right, well, somebody has to try something. I'm going to amble up. Here, hold these things. I don't want to have anything that looks like a weapon or any kind of technology. Just me and my umbrella.
Sounds good.
Casually strolling up that way. Gribu, you want to tell me what the activation codes are?
Yes. He gives you a string of numbers to type in.
Okay. I amble up minding my business. No threat to anybody. Just out for a happy day.
Feeling happy again?
Yep, what a wonderful feeling.
This seems like it should require a roll of some kind.
Perhaps a luck roll, or diplomat to appear unthreatening. Poor gambler.
Diplomat is more of a logic,
Person skill. Yeah.
but I would go for actor.
Okay. Based on education, intelligence, so.
I'm going to say intelligence. You're trying to, because the ship doesn't have a social status of any kind.
Right. So I'm just trying to.
You're effectively trying to fake out an artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
It's not a very advanced one, fortunately.
Right.
So I'm going to give it an intelligence of 7, and its security system. Actually, no, you're just going to roll versus its. It's going to roll versus its tech level. What's the tech level on a daring class patrol
I would have
frigate?
showed that on the map somewhere, but I guess not.
I guess we'll use its life detector as its base. So I'm going to be rolling 2D versus a 14.
Okay.
You will roll 2D on your actor.
Which is also 14.
That is good. We are evenly matched. Ooh, get a 7 or better. 9.
Effective 9. All right.
All right. You manage to fool the ship into thinking that you're not a threat of any kind, which
I'm not fooling the threat. I actually am not a threat.
and you get close enough to unlock the thing. Upon entering the code, its security system deactivates and everyone else can approach.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Anticlimactic. I was expecting more. But that's okay.
Hey, I'm all about talking my way out of situations.
All right, so you now have a daring class patrol frigate. It is in reasonably good condition, actually much better condition than the Poet was ever in. And we'll say it probably takes you at least a week to familiarize yourself enough with the systems that you feel like you'd be able to operate it without crashing it into anything or blowing it up.
Mm-hmm.
So as I mentioned, it has a typical crew of 39. This is typically a captain / astrogator, pilot, 3 engineers, medic, sensor operations, 3 officers of the watch that cover bridge duties for each watch. So those guys you can probably skip. Quartermaster, I guess that would be Kazuna. There's usually 2 pilots. There's fighter craft that are attached to the wings. You can skip those if you like, or you can try and find somebody to fly one.
Interesting.
And then the flight deck controller is the person who manages the fighters and the small vehicles. It's got a couple of air rafts, or it's got one air raft, a grav carrier for armored, kind of a gravity armored personnel carrier,
Mm-hmm.
and a wheeled ATV, as you can see on the deck plan.
And the winged boat, that would be flown with flyer winged.
Yes.
Cool. I know how to do that too.
And then the captain usually has an aide de camp, another petty officer.
Mm-hmm.
And then 24 crewmen, covering gunnery, flight, damage control, galley, maintenance, steward stuff, and a couple on standby. So you have enough people that you can operate the ship, but you won't have the coverage for weapons probably.
And since their normal crew is 19, it's plenty well supplied for all of us, I guess.
Yeah, you've got quite a lot of life support.
Okay.
What jump does it have? The Poet had a jump 2. What does this one have?
This one has, where is that? I think it's jump 3.
Cool.
Actually, it's jump 4, but only if you
Wow.
have drop tanks, which you are not currently fitted with.
Okay.
So with normal fuel, you get jump 3. With the drop tanks, you can get jump 4.
Was there any cargo?
No cargo.
Okay.
And not much space for cargo either.
Oh, all right.
Actually, it's got 82 tons of cargo space, which is not as much as the Poet, but more than I expected.
So, Grimu, anything back at the submarine we still need to go and pick up?
Yes, we could grab the what remains of research and so forth, some personal effects.
Yeah.
But now that Bayonet is under control, I think we are fine, as long as these military people do not try and ambush us. But we have spaceship now, so they would be foolish to try.
Yes. They couldn't do anything to the ship when there was nobody inside. They're not going to be any kind of threat to us now. So
I'm thinking you are
I'm
correct.
going to, using the ship's comms, try once again to reach out to Migrant, see if Migrant is okay.
You are not picking up any signs that the poet or migrant are still in the system.
Okay. Well, I guess it's not as simple as flying this over to the next continent to get our ship back in trade. It's like this is going to be our ship for a little while, if that works for you, Grimu.
Well, yes, I cannot fly by myself, and
Right.
I am not trusting my friends anymore, so might as well throw in with you people. What exactly is it that you do anyway?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Kind of freelance operatives and investigators, you might say. My own training is in the legal field, but plenty of space navy before that.
Yes, you talk like a lawyer.
Yes, I do. A little bit of a rough and tumble. Know how to pilot a seafaring boat. Know a bit about medicine, gambling, all the kind of things you would normally pick up in a military career. You know how it is.
Yes. A person picks up many skills. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to actually roll this guy up in order to give him some skills.
Yeah.
All right, so this brings us to the close of this, and I hope that the reward of a warship is worth all of the trouble you went through.
The ship
to get
does
here.
seem nice.
And it doesn't smell as bad as a poet.
But all my clothes are on the other ship.
And our drugs or animal, I forget what we were transporting before. But
Yeah, we still had the critters.
Right. You had the animals, you had...
We had some weapons, I think, that we were considering selling to military here, but
Right, the weapons.
never got.
And you hadn't actually gotten to the point of buying those nectars that you were looking at before. And the Jodani had taken the dominance. So yeah, all that was left was the weapons and the animals. So that being the case, what do you think is your next intent?
I feel like we need to hire some crew members.
And how far are we from the consulate of the psychic Chidani?
Well, if you wanted to go there, Jewel is here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 parsecs. 2, 3, 4 jumps.
And that's also not far from that smuggler's base. If Grimmy wanted to meet up with his pals, that might be where the poet is now.
Or at least where it's on its way to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to go there, but I also don't want to take us heavily off of our mission to our next big lead, which is the smuggler base, right? That we're putting all our notes together.
Yes, that does seem to be the place that you would want to go. That's where things are pointing.
Since Alel is basically halfway between here and there, we can offer the research scientists that we can drop him off there or just leave him here, whichever you would like. Or if you would like to stay on as part of our crew, we can talk about that too.
There's no point in me staying here anymore. I suppose I might as well return home. Very well, take me to Alel.
All right. Well, we'll take you to Alel or certainly very close by, depending on how the jumps work out.
So then, if you want to hire crew, you will probably want to do that at a place that is reasonably high-tech. Beaujane would seem to be the most likely first stop, regardless of which direction you're going to head after that.
Yeah.
And that is tech level 13, so you'd definitely be able to find crew. How you would pay them is possibly a question, because you don't have a lot of capital right now.
Right. Before we leave, since we did have to spend a week getting familiar, Dinah wants to get those silver coins appraised by somebody locally, or Is that something she might know with? Well, no, history wouldn't help. That'd be more local
History-
stuff, I assume.
History as a skill. What is your level in history?
2 gives me a 13.
Okay, that's not out of bounds. I'm going to say, just for the sake of fun, that you do actually, with a little bit of research and remembering some things that you've read.
And she does still have her laptop that has the many 100 different databases on it, including a bunch of historical type stuff.
And you've got the Bayonet's own library.
Right.
So these coins, these are actually associated with another major race, Droin.
Oh, drawing coins. Okay, interesting. They're the like pterodactyl type people, kind of.
They are winged major race, meaning that they developed interstellar travel independently. And they have been largely isolationist. They explored a sizable portion of the galaxy thousands of years ago and then kind of withdrew back to their own worlds.
So if these silver coins are thousands of years old from a species that is rarely seen, they are probably fairly valuable, at least to the museum circuit, if nothing else.
They are. If you can find an archaeologist who wants to purchase them, they are quite valuable.
They're also find a vending machine where I really want to get a soda out of.
You find a 20,000-year-old vending machine. Each one has a different symbol on it.
Okay.
And from what you can remember, the symbols each have a meaning.
Mm-hmm. The drawing horoscope.
See, I'll say you have 4 of them. One of them has what looks like a humanoid figure on it with like shaggy head. You think it might represent an Aslan.
Okay.
One of them has a pair of circles side by side. One of them is empty and the other is filled. One of them has a pentagon. And the last one has, again, 2 circles. But in this one, there's a large circle that fills almost the entire coin. And then a smaller circle that is kind of tangent to one edge of the other circle.
All right. And so Gribu, the data we still have here would complete the picture of what the others had. And you said you were heading to the base not far from Jewel?
Yes, this is, I believe, what the plan was. We would take this information, take it there, and then deliver it to employer.
Okay. Then we'll do that. We'll hire some crew at Bojin, make a quick stop at Alel for our second jump, then make our way over to either Jewel or the smuggler's base, depending which one we want to hit first. All right, so I think we have a plan. That sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
All good for me.
Thanks for listening. This has been Hard Travelin' Geeks, presented by Geek at Arms. As always, you can find more actual play experiences and episodes of the Geek at Arms podcast at geekatarms.com.